Hi, welcome back to Camp K9. I'm Tony, if you haven't met me before. This is your first time coming to the channel. This channel is primarily a doggy daycare channel, but we also have a lot of garden videos here because we grow all our own vegetables here. We also raise our own chickens and eggs, so you'll see videos on them as well. Today I am giving you an update on how the vegetable garden is going. We have been reconstructing it this year, and I'm pleased to say that we've hit another milestone today, so let's have a wander around. So this bit here is the new bit that we've built yesterday, and I've just been filling it in this morning. So we've got a load of earth being dug out from there on Tuesday. It's Saturday now, so that earth there is going to be going in there, and then I can put the top layer on top of here. But let's have a wander around. So this will be a gate here to come in from this side of the garden, and that will be a gate. That is a gate there coming in from our parking area. So the bed, there will be an archway going over here. Whoops, I can't get far enough back at the moment because the arch is actually behind me here. So let's see if I can get behind it. Wonderful. So there's going to be an arch coming over here, and this will be growing my peas on it, and some of my peas. And then we have a bed that comes up here. We come all the way up here now, and we join this side here. This was the new bit that we did this week. It looks so great to be finished. Then we come round here, and back down here again. The gate into the parking area. We have the two boats here and here with their arch over them. This is a pile of wood that's got to be moved, so excuse that for a moment. The bed goes up here. And round here. Once this has been harvested out of here, this bed is going, and we'll have a lower bed coming along between here and here. And then all the way back round again to where we started. Yay! So what did we build this out of? Well, primarily it was scaffold planks. Old scaffold planks that were no longer required by a scaffold company. And that is what built the edges all the way around. Then we filled the bottom, some of the bottom, with rotting logs. These are ones that weren't rotted enough. But rotting logs, any leaf debris left over from collecting in the winter, autumn. And then we had a friend who was getting rid of some soil, so put some soil in all the way around, and then I had some lovely top composting soil, rich soil to go on the top of that. Mulching soil, sorry, not rich soil. Here, well, who knows if it's rich or not, but basically it was some darker, lighter soil that was in these beds here. So initially, before we did the edging beds that we've done, I'm still so pleased about them, all the way around here. We had a number of these beds here, which were just, everything has been about, well, what can we salvage, what can we upcycle, what can we use? And we were really lucky to be able to get hold of the scaffold planks this year. But in previous years, we haven't been so lucky. So what we've used in previous years is the slab pallets, which are really strong, just lined with a bit of weed barrier, filled with some debris at the bottom, like logs and twigs and stuff like that, or straw, and then soil on the top and compost on the top of that. So excuse my hands, look, gardening hands. So yeah, that's what we've used in the past. So we're going to be getting rid of these. They're just got a couple of bits that we've planted that need to be harvested from them. So, right. I'm going to go through the plan of what I'm going to be planting. It'll be interesting come sort of June, July, if the plan actually went as planned. That didn't make any sense, did it? Okay, so wherever you see a beam pole is a bamboo stake, is where there's going to be a tomato plant. And then along here, we're going to have carrots here and here, and beetroot and turnip. So basically the root vegetables along here facing onto the car park so they don't get too much dust and stuff on them. Then along here and along here we will have tomatoes, basil, onions, cucumbers and beans. Beans won't be in the same bed as the onions because they don't get on with onions. They will be in this lower bed that will be built. And then we come along here, we're going to have peas. Let me get back here. The plan is we will have peas growing along this back fence here and across this back fence here and over the arch here. And then we'll have some squash in there, some sprawling squash, climbing squash, to go over there and take over from the peas after they're finished. This is probably going to be my brassica bed. So things like cauliflower, broccoli, kale, those kind of things. Basically this area here gets the least amount of sun on it. So that's the least amount of sun. So that's going to have my Brussels on it and probably coriander and lettuce, possibly lettuce, and then things like chard. Can you hear my chickens in the background? Someone's clearly laid an egg. Cauliflower, kale, broccoli, chard, things like that will be in this bed along here. In the 2 boats this year, I've planted them out completely with onions because we were short on growing onions last year, so they're completely filled with onions. And then we will have squash climbing over. Underneath the pergola, like we did last year, we'll have all of our peppers growing along there. And I'm going to try melons in the conservatory this year and see how they do. More tomato plants. As you can see, the canes in the boat will be grown in the boat. And I think that takes care of that. Over here, this area is still work in progress. So we have some leeks in the tubs and some last year's chard growing around here. Again, this is a bit of a mess. This plastic tarp here is protecting the ground, stopping any weeds growing. This will be our corn and squash bed. Oh look, we still have a little bit of chard growing up here. And that was my brassica bed from last year. Those were the bits I left in for the chickens to have. I have a new plan for this section here, which I wasn't quite sure what I was going to be doing with. And now I am going to make this into my currant and berry bed here. And I will put some stakes and a cage around it to stop the birds getting to it. And most likely I'll have more peas going over. We get through a lot of peas going over the arches here. So yes, there we go. So pleased. I still haven't moved the trees. The trees are still here waiting to go into the back. But yes, I can't believe we finally finished the edge bed. I just got to, I stained these last week, so I've got obviously the new ones to stain. It's just amazing, absolutely amazing. I've got to move the pond. The pond's down there. I'm going to move the pond over to there. Just everything looks so so full of promise, so incredibly full of promise. Right, okay, I'm going to leave you, and I will send another update when we're a bit further along. Until then, happy planting.